Hello. So what's up, guys? I'm about to do a workout from the Daily Sweat. Now, every Tuesday we do Tabata, so it's 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. We have 4 sections, A, B, C, and D. A is gonna be jump rope, so we're gonna follow the interval 20-10 for a total of 8 rounds, which is a total of 4 minutes. Then we'll rest for 1 minute before we go to B, and B is gonna be a kettlebell squat clean. Single arm, so the first round will be on the right, second round will be on the left, and we'll keep alternating each arm for 8 rounds total, hitting each side 4 times. Then we'll rest for 60 and we do the same thing again. And now let me show you the exercises that go in. So, number 1, I'm gonna grab a lighter bell just to show you guys for demo purposes. But we're gonna go for a kettlebell squat clean. So a squat clean, you want your chest to be nice and proud. Up, down, chest up. I'm gonna bring my ass down into the base of my squat. Now there's 2 versions of a squat clean you can do, or a clean of any sort, which is a standing or a swinging. Now this is the terms that we use at PumpFit to differentiate the 2 different variations. They're not wrong or right, they're just different. So just understand that if you're learning, we'll usually teach you a standing clean, which is in the base of your squat. So feet either side of the kettlebell is right underneath your butt. Butt down, chest up, and then keep the weight on my heels. If you get to see my shirt, I want you to be able to always see the logo so my eyes are facing forward. Now, I'm gonna stand up with my legs, driving through my heels, generating power momentum. This kettlebell is gonna float. Once the kettlebell, this is without the kettlebell in slow motion. So I'm gonna drive up with my heels, pop my head, the kettlebell should be floating all the way. So you're not pulling, the kettlebell's already floating from that leg. Power, and then once the kettlebell gets about belly button height, I want you to rotate your wrist and drop and catch with a nice strong arm. So your elbow is in front of your shoulder and your wrist is on top of your elbow. From the front, it's gonna be in the front of my body, not here. So again, from the front, butt down, chest up, we stand up, drive through the heels, we rotate, keeping the elbow close by our side, tucking it in by the ribs, and catching nice and strong. When we catch, we want to make sure that the line from our wrist to our elbow is straight and that we don't have something called, which is a term called a broken wrist. If this happens and everything turns off, we have no stability and none of my muscles are turned on. When I have a nice straight wrist, like I'm going to punch someone, a nice strong foundation, everything is turned on. My deltoid, my bicep, my lats, my tricep, my whole body, everything is engaged. So, standing clean, butt down, chest up, driving through the heels, find that rotation and holding it nice and tight when you catch. But we're going for squat clean. So once you receive it at the top, we're going to add another squat, stand up entirely, and then descend all the way back into the beginning again. Butt down, chest up, stand up, catch, receive, and squat, stand up again. Try and keep the technique nice and smooth and steady. Control the way down, control the way up, and try and make the flow of the movement nice and seamless. When you're done here, remember we're going to switch each side every round on each arm. Then we've got C, snatches. Now, I'm going to confuse you guys. A standing snatch is the same idea as a clean, however that rotation of the wrist that happens around belly button for your clean won't happen until the kettlebell's around your head height. Now when that happens, the same idea, generate the power from your legs, add the rotation, but this time I want to finish with full extension, bicep by the side of my ear. I'm going to control it back to front rack before I go back down and into my next rep. Control it back to front rack, back down to my next rep. So that's just standing clean and just standing snatch. Now I'm going to add an advanced movement here. If you've been doing kettlebell work for a while, maybe you don't want to do the standing technique, that's for beginners. I like to use kettlebell swinging, hinging of the hips to generate the power, and it's called, we call it at PumpFit, a swinging clean or a swinging snatch, just to have a difference between both. So now the kettlebell starts in front of me, like it would for a kettlebell swing. My feet at the base of the triangle, kettlebell's right at the tip. I'm going to soften my knees, karate chop and hinge my hips behind me, like someone's got a piece of string and they're pulling my butt to the back of the room. And remember that my spine has to stay engaged, so if my hips go back, naturally in that hinging motion, my head is going to come forward and my chest, my whole body is going to come forward. As long as the spinal erectors are nice and tight and turned on, we're going to bend the knees to reach the bell, we're going to turn it in and lock it nice and tight. But we're only going to hold on with one hand. The same motion as if you were doing a one-arm single kettlebell swing, which I'll show you right now. You're going to hike it to the top tip of your triangle, meaning the top of your hips. In between your legs, you thrust your hips, and we come back down. Let me show you that again. I'm going to bring it in between my legs, thrust my hips in that hinging motion, and come back down. Now, the power from my abs and my posterior chain went through my body to the bell, and naturally the momentum brought it up to eye level. You don't want to pull it, it's all generated from your abs. Now that's for a swing. Just to show you the power. A clean and a snatch from a swinging position is not quite the same. So if we're going to start with our swing clean, rather than, you're going to start the exact same way, you're going to hike it between your legs, but rather than generating the power to let the bell come away from you, I want you to generate the power to go through your body, but keep your elbow tucked. Go for that spiral. Keep the kettlebell close to your body and catch it in this nice clean position in the front rack. So, in between your legs, keeping it tight, keeping it nice and close to the body, catching in a strong position. So that's our clean. If we want to string our cleans together, which you're going to see, we're going to cast the weight. I'm not just going to drop the weight and go into my next rep, it's pulling my back. I want to own what we call the back swing. So from my front rack, away from me, in between my legs, hips go back. When my hips go back, and that kettlebell goes into the back swing, that's like a slingshot. That's the loading, it's loading, it's loading, it's loading, and then boom, like go power for the next rep. So think about that when we call this a cast away. So we're going to catch it, clean it, squat it, stand up. Rather than just dropping straight back down, I'm going to dip my knees, pop my hips, cast away, own the back swing, go into the next rep. So from the front, here we go. We're going to cast away, hinge the hips, receive, squat, clean. Over and over again for 20 seconds. Now the same idea goes to the snatch. Remember the standing snatch is this spiral position, keeping the kettlebell in one straight line. From the floor, all the way above my head. If we go for a swing snatch, I'm going to hinge my hips like I'm going to do a swing, but I'm going to retract my shoulder blade and my arm, which is in this retraction right here, I pull nice and tight, elbow up. And that's retracting the kettlebell. It's going to redirect the kettlebell. Now, when it floats because I pulled it back, I'm going to get underneath it with so much speed and lock it out and catch it at the top of my bicep by the side of my ear, wrist, elbow, shoulder stacked, that I get there before the kettlebell does. So there's no hard impact on the back of the forearm, and you should be in total control. So check this out. So I broke that down into minute details. So speed, full speed, height, retract and press. My arm is not straight, it's a big mistake. People go like this. Oh, that hurts my elbow on just that one rep. Grind through my hands and slams my forearm. We're gonna pull into front rack, cast away, retract and press. From the side, here we go. Bring it back to front rack, cast away, retract and press. Now from the front, here we go. Cast away, hinge the hips, retract and pull. Drive through and control it all the way back down. So now you understand the difference? That's A, jump rope, B, clean, squat clean, and C, snatch. What one you want to choose is up to you. And then I'll show you abs, and then you're done. Are you ready for this? I'm going to get my clock started. I'm going to turn the music on, which means I'm going to mute you. And I hope you guys can follow along. And if not, wish me luck. I forgot to tell you. I'm also going to do a little sweat test on this new bra that came through for FYR Apparel. I absolutely love it. How do you like the yellow? I'm loving this color at the moment. So check out the back. May look a little similar to you, to the Aura bra, however it's a higher neck. And I love this color yellow. So tell me guys what you think. I'm gonna put it to a test right now. I did remove the padding, so if you see my nipples, that's why I just prefer to do that, but it does come with inserts that are pretty nice to help you get a little bit. Watch that, hopefully I don't have to edit touch.
Nothing enough to define a body of, yeah. Caught her look and she wants it back. She's firing up that body up, yeah, babe. You think that I want you, but nah, babe. You're one in a million, but it's not for me. I'm not into girls with a plastic trace. Don't take it too personally, yeah. My fault, my bad. The words out, but you aren't ready for it. Show off, appearance of I got this, but I got.
That was gnarly. We don't have long. I'm gonna explain part 2. Only one round. This is section D. We're gonna do knee ups and tiptoe crunches, attacking the lower and the upper core, alternating between these 2 exercises for 4 minutes. So let me show you. I'm gonna grab a mat or something to lay on. Now, when I go for my knee ups, I'm gonna lay on my back and bring my knees on top of my hips. Now from here, I wanna just focus on my knees going straight up. Don't use your legs at all. This is dead weight right here. Knee to the ceiling. You can use your hands, your elbows, and then control the way down. Focus on knees up and control. It is so brutal. So do what you can. When we're done here, we're gonna keep the knees over the hips and exhale for a micro tiptoe crunch, decreasing the space between your rib cage and your hip. Exhale as you sit up, inhale on the way back down. And on the way back down, try and hit one vertebra at a time and never relax. So you're just pumping your core for 20 seconds. I'm gonna restart the clock, start the music, get in that, get ready. In 3, 2, 1. I forgot my music. Knees above your hips. Exhale all the way up. Holy moly. Take a deep breath in. Oh yeah. Dangle your feet, knees on top of your hips, not over your nips. Hands behind your head. Do not hold on to your neck. Hold on to either shoulder. Holy moly. That's 1 set down. Oh wow. We've got 3 more to go. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Knees up. The head is back. Exhale all the way up. Inhale and control the way back down. Ha. Good. I can feel my triceps getting involved. Tiptoe crunches, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Holy shit. Oh my goodness, take a deep breath. You can complain to me, I feel you. Knees up, halfway already, 3, 2, 1, and we're off. Tiptoe crunches, here we go. 3, 2, 1. I'm never letting go of the tension in my core. Oh, it's a workout. Oh, it burns so bad. Take a deep breath. One more of each. Fuck, we got this. Come on. Knees up. Push up those hands. Good. That doesn't work so well. Let's go for assisted there. Exhale. Inhale all the way back down. One more for dick around. All right, here we go. Last set, 20 seconds. Here we go. Finale. Good. Take a deep breath. And now we're going unbroken. Oh, wow. Good job. And that, my friends, is it.